Hey guys, welcome back. All right, today we're going to be making a little elf together. So for this, you are going to need a pencil, some crayons, and watercolors. For the background, I did, to get this effect, a watercolor resist. So I did white crayon and then watercolor on top of it. All right, let's get those things together and get started. All right, so I got my paper and my pen ready to go. We're gonna get started on our elf. So we're gonna start first with a U shape. We wanna make it kind of large, right about there on our paper. I still have room at the top of my paper for the hat that we're gonna be adding, and there's still space below enough for the top part of his body, okay? After we do our U shape, we are going to close it off with a curved line, like that. We're gonna do another curve on top of that. And remember, you can always pause this if I'm going a little too fast for you. After you add your two curved lines, you're going to connect them at the ends. And then we're going to add the top part of the hat. So we're going to start with kind of a rainbow shape. It goes up and over. Okay, and then we're going to add the little part that folds over. So what we're going to do to make it look like it's folding over, so we're going to start right back on that line, go down and back towards the head like that. And then you can add a little bell or ball on the bottom. If you want to make it look like a bell, you could add little lines like this to make it look like a bell. Okay. Now that we have the hat done, we're going to go ahead and add some hair coming down out of the hat. So I'm just going to take, it doesn't have to be perfect, a line that's kind of like a zigzagging line. It can also be a little wavy as well if you'd like it to be. But now it looks like the hair is peeking out of the hat. And then we're going to add 2 circles for eyes. 1, 2. All right, now that we have our eyes, I'm going to have him kind of looking down this way. So to make him look like he's looking in a certain direction, I'm going to put both of my black circles right about here and there. All right, next we're going to add our noses. So we're just going to do a little kind of oval shapes for the nose and then a smile. And I'm going to kind of make his smile come more on this side to make it look like he's smirking a bit. You can add a little cheek line too if you'd like. All right, so now that we have the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, we're going to move on to the ears. We're going to slant up on this side, up towards kind of the top corner of your paper or this side. And then you're going to go back to where you ended that line, pull down and curve in. We're going to do that on this side as well. Go up, and mine kind of would go past my hat, so I'm just going to continue this way. And there we go. 2 elf ears. Next, we're going to add a fun little collar for our elf. So that'll be right underneath the head. We're going to go line out like this and then in. And again, we're going to use that zigzag line. Just go out, up and down, and then end it like that on that side, okay? All right, and there's the collar. Next, just go ahead and add lines for the body, and we're gonna bring those lines all the way down to the bottom of our paper, okay? All right, so I'm gonna take a line and pull down on this side and the same on the other side. And then we can give him some buttons. I did 3. There we go. And then we're going to have him have some arms, but they're going to be kind of like they're on his hips. So what we're going to do to make it look like that is we're going to take a line out like this, and then we're going to bring it back in towards him like that. We're going to do that line again. Out and in. So now it looks like his hands are on his hips, or he's hiding his hands behind his back. Maybe he's up to no good and he's being sneaky. All right, we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So again, take a line out towards the edge of your paper and then go back in towards the body, just like that. Out, in. Great, and that's our elf. So next we're going to color him. I am going to use crayons. You guys can kind of use anything you'd like at home. I know we haven't used markers much this year, so you could use markers. Quick sticks are going to be kind of hard to use just because some of these parts are kind of tiny and those quick sticks are really thick, so I might not do those. But I will use crayons on mine. So I'm going to get started on that, and I'm going to speed up my coloring process. All right, so I'm done coloring my elf. I chose red and green, but you guys can choose any colors that you think would look good for your elf. And then I went ahead and added some pink little cheeks for him too. All right, so next we do have the background. Y'all can color your background if you like. Use quick stick on it. It's kind of up to you. Just so I don't have a white background, I'm going to add some watercolor, okay? And I'll actually show you guys a really quick, cool trick if you guys want to try it. You don't have to do this step if you don't want to, or you don't have a white crayon, but it's always something fun I really like to do. And so this is actually a white oil pastel because I don't think I have a white crayon around me right now. But white crayons work just the same as this will for the method that I'm about to show you. So if you draw with a white crayon around your elf and then you paint over it, you will still be able to see the white drawings that you did. So I can add maybe some dots for snow really quickly with my white oil pastel. And also, again, you know, it's great if you have a crayon. White crayon will work great. And then also I can add some snowflakes. I'm going to keep them simple. And I'll draw you, or I'll show you how I do my snowflakes on a separate sheet really quickly. So you can kind of see how I do them. So in case you want to learn how to draw a snowflake, I like to start with a lowercase t, that, and I do little dots on the end like this, and then I do an X through that. And you can also do little dots like that. And it's just a really simple, easy snowflake. If you want, you can add some little V's to give it a bit more detail, but it is kind of hard to see, especially, I have marker all over me, especially with a crayon, it's kind of hard to see. So if you just want to keep it really simple and do the lowercase t with an X through it, that'll look really cute too. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add a few more details with my white oil pastel, and then I'll probably paint it like a nice dark blue. All right, so I'm ready to paint. So let's see the magic happen with our white oil pastel or crayon, okay? So here we go. I'm gonna start painting over them. And there we go, look how neat that is. It's always super fun to do something like this. A little different. All right, so the water and my watercolor and the oil or the wax, my white crayon slash oil pastel are not mixing, so they still show through the watercolor. Here we go. All right, I'm going to continue to paint this. All right, and my elf is all done. I hope you enjoyed making this cute little elf in the winter background with me today. I hope you guys have a great break, and I'll see you in January.